Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I got the first mod for the Camaro in. It's the Vitesse MotorSports throttle controller. I'll be reviewing it and installing it for you. I highly recommend these guys as a first mod. It really helps wake up the car. I had one on my previous Camaro and 10 out of 10 would recommend for you. Stay tuned. So inside of the box you got your 3M dual-sided tape to mount it, some zip ties, module. This is where it connects into your throttle positioning sensor. This kind of connects in line with it. I'll show you here in a minute. And here's the controller knob. Stay tuned for the install. Okay, so we're going to want to scoot the seat all the way back to give us as much room in here, and scoot the steering wheel all the way up. Easiest thing to do is to take the actual sensor out, which is just this little bolt right back here. I'll show you here in a second. That's a 10mm socket, by the way. Just go ahead and loosen that thing up. Wasn't very tight. Alright, set that to the side. And just pull a little bit. It takes a little bit of force. And it should come right on out. Alright, so I figured it out. You just gotta pull back on it. And it comes right on out. See that little, let me scoot my floor mat back on. Bear with me. Technical difficulties. It's a very simple install, by the way. Just sometimes things don't go your way. Alright. See that? It just, if I can get my light, slides right on back. So just pull back and up. Back here, there's this little red tab, if you can see right there. Pull up on him and squeeze right where that red tab was, and it pulled that connector out. Now we're going to take our little sensor here, the throttle pedal, and take it out, and I'll show you what to do next. So the whole concept behind how this thing works is it connects in line with your throttle pedal and the connector that goes to your computer, and has this module in between that remaps your throttle sensitivity. That's pretty much how it works. So what you're going to do is get your connector, which is right here. So here's how your gas pedal normally looks. Right there. You're going to take this one right here, the one with the colored little insert there, and we're going to connect him to the throttle pedal. What you're going to do is snap it on, and you'll hear a little click. Click. Go ahead and push the red tab down, give it a couple pulls, make sure it's in there. It sure is. Now we're ready to go back to the car. So the other connector that we have that's unplugged is going to go to the car. So it's this guy right here. Let's go ahead and trying to get your best view. Hold on. There you go. There we go. We're going to connect him in there. Little click, click, and red tab down. It's as simple as that. Let's go ahead and reinstall our throttle pedal, and I'll show you the rest of the install. Hang tight. Alright, now it's fully installed. Now we just have to calibrate it, which I'll show you here in a second. I just wanted to show you one thing. On these 6th gen cars, there's a little area up here. I just kind of tucked everything back there pretty snug. That way it gets rid of all the dangling wires. I'm going to be placing my sensor, I think about right here would be a good spot, or I'll have it maybe here. I'll show you here in a second. So you're going to be using this the 3M tape that they gave you in the little baggie, or I'm going to be taping it on the back of this so that way I can mount it to my surface. So I've decided I'm going to install it right here, which is a nice little spot. My knees touch about right here, so it's plenty of area. It won't be touching my knee. I was kind of worried about that, but after some trial and error, it'll be fine. I do have some Armor All on it, so I'm going to take my little paper towel, has some isopropyl alcohol. I'm going to clean that surface, that way it sticks real good to it. Gets all that cleaning chemical off of it. Now that's all good, I'm going to take the tape, the little protective film that's on it, we're going to peel that back. And now I'm going to install it. Right about there, looks great. Put some firm pressure. You hear it kind of like cracking, sickling, whatever it's called. Oops, guess that wasn't good enough. There we go. Perfect. Now it's on. Okay, so you're gonna hold your ignition down all the way until your car turns on, but without the engine running. So it'd be like clicking the key twice on a normal car. And it should say SP0. Well, what we're going to do is hold the knob in. And let go once it gets to 0. So low. That's where the throttle pedal is in its neutral spot. That's its highest spot. So we're going to click it. So that's set. Now high, all the way down, full throttle, and go ahead and click it. And it should say set. And now you're good to go. So you've got 9 different sport modes, and each one, the throttle positioning sensor gets more and more responsive. And if you click it, you also got eco. And this is the opposite. The more you go, the less responsive it is, so you can get better fuel economy. But I highly recommend these things. They really wake up your car. I enjoy them. I'm gonna probably start out 6 because I don't know how sensitive it's gonna be, but I'm gonna start at 3. I'd recommend starting maybe if you've never had one of these before at 0 and working your way up to see which one you do like. But I have used these before, but I've never had one on my current car, so I'm going to start at 3. But hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you like what you saw, like it. Please feel free to subscribe if you enjoy the channel, and I look forward to seeing you all again. See you guys.